Okay, now we're a piece of thick basic white paper, 8.5 by 11, cut in half vertically, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then folded in half. It makes it 4 1/4 by 5.5. Put that aside for now. I'm using a piece of the patterned paper with a bunch of little bees and hearts flying around with the from the Be Mine Designer Series paper, and this is 5 by 4 1/4. Set it aside. We're using the other side of it in a little strip, and it's not 5 by 4 1/4, it's 5 by 3 3/4. And then we have a little strip the other side, pattern on the other side, some hearts on the petal pink, and this is 1.5 by 3 3/4. I have a small piece of pool party cut at 1 by 3 3/4. And then I have a scrap piece of basic white and a frame that I already cut out using the builder punch. This is a way, if you have a builder punch, that you can make sure that your stamped images are lined up exactly in the right place for that punch, to punch them all out at once. So you make a template, and then I am going to take this template and attach it with some washi tape, which I know I have over here. An avalanche of things falling. That's on my list of things to do this weekend, is clean up, organize my desk. Or this video, both desks actually. Do you have any cleaning goals for this month, this week? Attaching this on both sides with washi. And then I'm going to get out my images, and I will be stamping the body of Bee with Daffodil Delight. Remember, on these ink pads, you just open them like compact and slide it in. Line that up and stamp. That didn't stamp great, but the good news is we can do it again. And I'm going to use my finger to try to, I'm not sure why that left that little spot there, but if my black doesn't cover it up here after a bit, we'll just call it birthmark. Okay, that's all I need from my Daffodil Delight. And while we're stamping, I'm going to go ahead and grab my pool party. And we are going to stamp some of the curvy light patterns. There's the stamp in there that looks like a flight pattern that might be following the bee. And we're going to stamp it in Pool Party. All over this paper. Yeah, gonna do it all the way. Even though we're gonna put Mr. B on the paper, we're going to continue the flight patterns. Close that up. Clean up my dotted flight pattern. And then it's time for my black ink. Oh, I'm not done with that, but that's okay. I need my wings. And I am going to stamp them in the Pool Party as well. Move this just a little more. Okay. Get that out of the way and come back over here. Line up my wings. And then I'm going to grab a water painter and a little bit of ink and just give those wings a little extra blue. It's not the pen I want. Let's see if the others have water. Yes. Pour up some water in there. Pick up my paint. And then I'm going to just use it to add a little bit of color to my wings. Okay. And now it's time to get out the black. And we will start by putting on the details for the bee, the stripes and the stinger. And then a cute little face. I can make that face exactly where I want it. And then the last thing we're stamping on this are the antenna. Probably wondered what that other little heart was for. The bigger heart is for the wings. The smaller heart is for the antenna. Okay, now while I have my black ink out and we're stamping, I'm going to go ahead and add my sentiment. Trying to decide what I want it to say. I think I'll keep the sentiment the same. You make my heart buzz. Oh, that did not go so well. Let's see, this is really dangerous for me to try to line it up. And it's not so bad. It could have been a whole lot worse. And I do have my black marker over here that I could just finish in some of those letters. My antenna fell out. I would have been sad to be missing those. Put the lid back on my black ink and grab my marker and just finish darkening my all right. And then we're going to see if the builder punch works the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to remove my mask. Take off the washi tape. Then we're going to line this up. You have to line it up in the order that it goes, and so I will need to cut off part of this strip so that it'll fit. All right, and then I'm putting it in here and trying to, no, I gotta put it the other way. Put it the other way. No, I stamped the wrong way. That's what I did. Oh, silly me. So it's not going to work if you don't stamp the right direction. Because your bee needs to be that way with his stinger, and then your hearts are those ways. So we're just going to see if I can manage this a little bit at a time without cutting all of it away. Why don't I just do some cutting of them apart so there is less of a chance? Okay, this is where it gets difficult. If you have a small piece, you could slide it in the side and line it up. Make sure your stinger is in the little stinger part. Now, it's a good thing we have a whole month for me to figure out the best way to stamp and then punch these bees so that you can see that it really does work. It just helps if you're not, if you put not always backwards about stuff. There is a right way and a wrong way. And I just happen to choose the wrong way. Okay, there's our sweet little bee. And we'll put this in here to hopefully get the antenna without hurting the wings. I'm going to cut them apart again too. Okay. Put the antenna in there, line them up so that the antenna are in the round parts of the heart. Never helpful when things fall into the punch. I promise I'll make a better plan for the punch for the next card. This was just a rough excitement. There's my heart. I see it. Can I get it out? I don't know where it went. We might have to stamp. Oh, here's a heart. Is this the right one? Nope. But I bet we can stamp some antenna on that if I can't find it here in a minute. Okay. And then we have the wings. Same thing. This is much harder to do when you have them all cut into smaller pieces, but it's possible. There are my wings. I do not see where my antenna went, so let's stamp some antenna on that sweet little heart. You can also punch out all your pieces before you stamp if you'd rather do it that way. And there's my antenna. All right, now we're going to put the card together. And I will have my first Valentine done for this year. If you haven't received a Christmas card from me, don't worry. There are still a few out there that I need to finish and send. I did make it my goal to have it done by the end of January, so we're still good. I'm still within the window. All right. I'm going to put some glue on the back of this and attach it to the front of the card. Be sure to get some on the edges. I used the wrong cleaner. Here's my cloth. It kind of was the same thing as the chamois. And then I'm going to put the glue on the back of this one and attach it to the top of the designer series paper. Right up here. And next, I'm going to put my pool party strip. Then we're going to attach everything to our bee. Put a little drop of glue right there on the antenna. And a little drop of glue at the bottom of his wings. sweet bee. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals. Put those on the back. And we're going to attach our bee. There. And finally, I'm going to add some embellishments. So these are also part of the Be My Valentine, Be Mine My Valentine suite. These are the adhesive back hearts and stars. And I'm going to flip my Take Your Pick tool to the little, I don't know what to call this, a little, I don't know, somebody tell me what it's called. It's flat. And I'm going to put a few little hearts and stars, or hearts, mostly hearts, probably no flowers, on this card. And there we have the first Valentine with the Be Mine Valentine stamp set and punch. I hope you enjoyed this. I will probably be stamping a bee on the inside. And so when this goes up on my blog at adaptivecrafting.com, you will be able to see it there.